came out. What's going on? I'm Raging, and now if you want to make beats on Ableton, then you clicked on the right video. Let's get right into it. Alright, so when you first open Ableton, you're going to be on this screen right here, and this is the arrangement view. And most of the time when you're making beats, you want to be on the track view. So all you have to do is go to this right hand corner right here and click on this, and then you'll be in the track view. And now once you're on this screen, you can go ahead and change your BPM to whatever you want, and the number is right here, so you can go ahead and click it and then use your arrows to go down or up, or you could just hold and drag it to whatever you want. And if you have an interface and you need to get it set up, just go ahead and go to options, go to settings, and then go to audio, and you can just mess with all of that right here. Now that you have all that set up, you can go ahead and make a 4-bar loop. All you have to do is grab this bar right here, bring it to the 1, click this loop button right here, and then that'll loop 4 bars. You could go ahead and zoom in by holding that and zooming. And you could go ahead and delete these 3 tracks right here by either clicking on it and pressing delete, or clicking on it and then right click and then go to delete. Now that you have a track set up, you could go ahead and add drums or instruments. I like to start with the drums, so I'm gonna do that. All you have to do is go to the drums right here. You could go ahead and double click on the drum rack, and it will assign the MIDI track that you're on, or you could go ahead and hold and click and then drag it to the track. Now that you have a drum track, you could go ahead and add instruments into that drum track. So if you need a snare, just click snare, find a snare you like, and then you could just go ahead and drag and drop. And to add the drums onto the track, you could go ahead and double click on the track like this, turn off the loop, and then go ahead and drag that to the 4 bars, and then you'll get a MIDI view right here. Go ahead and bring this up, and then you could go ahead and place the notes down by double clicking, or you could press B and you'll get this marker tool up here, or you could click on that, and then you could go ahead and just drop the notes in like this. Alright, so I just threw in some hi-hats, and I actually want to add some rolls. So all you have to do for that is go ahead and go to options, or you can press Control 1, and that'll narrow the grid so you could have more MIDI slots to put, you know, things in. So yeah, go ahead and just zoom into whatever part you want, and then you could add rolls like that. Now I just threw some basic drums down so I don't overcomplicate the beat for the video. And now you could go ahead and change the volume on any of your drums just by this volume knob right here. And now you could also change the pitch of it with this knob right here. If you ever want a single drum sound pan left or right, all you have to do is go to controls right here, and then go to this little pan right here, and then you could go left or right. And let's say you went in and you changed like a certain setting or something, and you had this like panned a certain way, and you accidentally messed it up, and you're like, all right, I want to go back to that. All you have to do is go to edit right here, and then this is the undo button right here, or you could press Control Z, and that'll undo whatever you just did. Now that you know how to make drums, let's go ahead and move on to the instruments. So for the instruments, all you have to do is right click right here, add a MIDI track, and that'll bring you another MIDI track. And now if you don't have any plugins, that's fine. I usually don't even use plugins, but just go to instruments right here, and they got all kinds of instruments. But if you do have plugins, all you have to do is go to options right here, go to settings, go to plugins, turn these on, and then rescan, and that'll, you know, bring in whatever plugins that you have. And all the plugins will end up right here in this plugin folder. Once you go ahead and find an instrument that you want, go ahead and double click, and it'll move to the MIDI track that you're on, or just go ahead and hold and drag and then drop, and it'll be right there. And same thing with the drums. You could go ahead and double click on the track, turn off loop, and make a 4-bar loop, and this will bring up the piano roll. Or if you have a MIDI keyboard, go ahead and make sure this red little button right here is armed, and that will arm the recording track. So yeah, once you have something recorded, make sure it's just one full track, and make sure things like this isn't there. So go ahead and just hold and then drag, and then you could go ahead and click into the MIDI you just recorded and fix it all up. You could either go on the notes and then right click and quantize, or you could go ahead and just, you know, double click on all of them and fix everything up. Now these little things down here is the velocity. You could go ahead and click on a note and drag it up and down, or just, you know, hold, and then you could get multiple at a time. You know, that's just for the velocity if you want to go ahead and change that. Now you could go ahead and change the volume by this bar right here. You could click on it and drag down, or you could just click on it and then use your arrow pad. And now this C right here is to change the panning from left to right, and you could go up to change it to right and then go down to change it to left. Also, another thing, if you're not good with like scales and all that, you could go ahead and change the scale by this right here, and you could change it, you know, to whatever scale you want, and you go major, minor, you know, all that. And this will change how the piano roll looks, and you can have all the notes in that scale highlighted by pressing this highlight scale right here, and that'll show all the notes that are in that scale. And now this is what I got for the bass. And now another thing, if you can't seem to go with the drums or anything and you want to turn on the metronome, this is the metronome right here. So I finished the beat and I just kept it pretty simple so I don't make it too long. And another thing, if you guys want to add like a reverse open hat or something like that to, you know, give that build up, all you have to do is make an audio track and then go ahead and find an open hat. For example, I got this 808 hi-hat right here. And then you can go ahead, just drag and drop on any audio track. And then all you have to do is pretty much click on it. And then you can go to reverse right here. And then it'll give you that, you know, reverse effect. Or you can right click on it and it'll say reverse clips. All you have to do to arrange the beat is go ahead and grab all of these. And then you could either right click duplicate, right click copy, or you could just go Control C, Control V. Yeah, you could go ahead and duplicate or copy as many times as you want. If you guys like the intro fading out, or if you like intros fading in, you know, however you want it, this is how you do automation. So pretty much you'll see this little thing right here. That'll bring up all the automation stuff. Yeah, you could go ahead and click on whatever track you want. For example, the drum rack. All you do to make it fade out is go to the mixer and then make sure it's on volume. And then you could go ahead and select however you want, and that'll make it fade. And you could do that with any effect, any instrument. I just got done arranging the beat. Let's go ahead and listen to it. How this came out. If I helped you guys out in any way, leave a like and subscribe. It's Ragin'. I'm out.